I know what beauty brands are launching in 2024.
No, you don't.
Today, we are going to be filming a video. Well, we are not filming. I am filming. You are going to be watching a video that I am so excited about because we are going to be looking into trademarks that beauty brands have filed to predict their upcoming launches. Before we jump into that, I do want to make sure I'm giving credit to Kelly Gooch because she incorporates this into her annual trend prediction videos, and that is where I got the idea. If you haven't seen that latest video from her, I'll list it in my description box below. Definitely go give her some love on that video, but she was looking into trademarks that makeup brands were filing, and I was like, wait a minute, why don't we do this for all of the really popular brands that I love in hair and makeup and skin, and see if we can figure out what brands are coming out with in 2024. Oh, and if you happen to hear a voice kind of like popping in, giving some feedback throughout this video, that is my sister Emily. She is sitting here off to the corner. She doesn't really want to post herself all over the internet, but she actually did all the prep work for this video. She really loves this aspect of beauty. So she, you know, got everything set up for us, helped look into all the trademarks. So let's all say thank you so much to Emily. And I have her here just to make sure that as I film and I'm getting my initial reactions, I'm not like spacing out on what each trademark could mean and there's not something I'm totally missing, right?
Yeah.
Right. The first brand is Naturium, and they have filed a trademark for something called Naturalatum, and I already know what this is going to be because I am a psychic. I definitely think this is going to be some sort of healing ointment product, something with a heavy amount of petrolatum in it. Think CeraVe healing ointment. Cetaphil has a healing ointment. Who else? I mean, like Aquaphor and Vaseline. Mark my words. Don't you think that's what that's going to be?
Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
Thank you. Another trademark filed is called Hand Wrap, and that was filed for hand lotions and creams. So some sort of hand cream seems pretty straightforward. However, it's important to note that the parent company that owns Naturium, or at least owned them prior to e.l.f. buying them, because I don't know how that works, also owns Saltaire, Fleur, Prequel, and Make Beauty. So technically could be for any of those brands. Maybe it's for Prequel. I could definitely see Prequel coming out with some sort of hand cream.
Or Saltaire.
Or Saltaire. True. And last is the Ides. That was filed for facial cleansers, exfoliants, creams, lotions, so very broad. The Ides. What? I have quite literally no idea what that could mean. If it was filed for one of those skincare categories, that makes me think it's either Naturium or Prequel, but will you Google the Ides?
I just Googled Ides and I'm just getting the Illinois Department of Employment Security. So
okay. You guys, what am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something really obvious. Ooh. DRMTLGY has filed a trademark called CeraPep. That's interesting because my mind immediately goes to both ceramides and peptides, CeraPep, but I also know that those are two key ingredients in their needleless serum, which has obviously been out for years. So I'm wondering if that is just going to be like a trademark that they use to market that product with those key ingredients, or if they're truly going to be coming out with more products with that name. They also filed a trademark for goat cleanser, so some sort of oat cleanser. I wonder if it'll be similar to the Inkey List oat cleansing balm, or if it's just going to be more of a regular cleanser, not something more designed for makeup removal. Ooh, I'm excited about that. Anything that is supposed to be calming and soothing and hydrating when it comes to a cleanser, I'm all about it. So I wrote down a list of brands that I wanted Emily to look into, and one of those brands was Laneige. But the thing that can be tricky about looking into these trademarks is that they're filed by the parent company of a lot of these companies. So for example, Laneige is owned by the parent company Amore Pacific, I believe is how you pronounce that. Amore Pacific. And they own a lot of brands. So this trademark could be for any of the brands that they own, but Emily was, you know, hypothesizing that this could maybe be for Laneige. And it's called Lip Cure Beam. What are you envisioning?
I have literally no idea because there's an LED built-in lip brush, or at least that's in the description for the trademark.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Lip tints with LED built-in lip brush. Does that even exist?
No, I don't think so. Could it be like red light therapy for your lips?
Maybe. I feel like Laneige, they don't really have any devices, so I don't know that they would come out with a red light therapy device for your lips. When I initially saw the name, I was like, oh, it's gonna be like one of their, you know, glossy lip products, but with maybe a bit more shine in it. But yeah, I mean, obviously it's something with this LED brush. Interesting. We'll see if that comes from Laneige or a different brand. L'Oreal is another brand that is super tricky to predict because they own so many brands, like so many. But a couple that I think are interesting: ultra transparent youth screen. The use of the word youth is throwing me off because I look at that and I think, you know, a transparent sunscreen, something that has zinc, but they're claiming that it's transparent, knowing that that's an ingredient that often causes a white cast and is not transparent. But what is the youth about?
Make you look younger.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think, like, is there another brand like Supergoop or, you know, any other brand that has a popular sunscreen with a similar name? Like, did they ever use the word youth? I don't know. Something about the way that this is worded is giving e.l.f. and like trying to make dupes, but I don't think that that's what they're doing. The other one that I think is really interesting, this was actually, oh no, it wasn't. I was going to say very recently filed, but it's 2024, not 2023. Another one that is interesting is This Is Zit, which is kind of like cheesy and corny for L'Oreal. I feel like they don't really do a lot of that with their branding, but this is making me think that they're probably going to be coming out with either an entire line dedicated to acne or some sort of product helping to either treat or prevent breakouts. Maybe it's their own version of a hydrocolloid patch, because I feel like so many brands have those, and that would be an easy one. I think that makes probably the most sense. We'll see. Okay, wait, there's actually one more for L'Oreal. Set Screen. Definitely going to be some sort of makeup setting product that has sunscreen in it. Probably a spray. Brands aren't really doing powders anymore. I know that the laws changed about what you can claim in regards to sun protection and powder. So probably a sunscreen setting spray. Lawless Beauty filed a trademark called Takes the Cake for a makeup remover. Cake. I love anything cake. I wonder if it's going to be a cleansing balm that smells like cake and is really like cushy. Are you thinking something totally different?
I feel like it's just a play on words to take the cake off your face, like caking off.
Oh. I'm so upset. I will try to make anything cake related. I just love the smell of cake. Next up is Charlotte Tilbury. There's really just one that I wanted to mention. And by me saying I wanted to mention, I mean that Emily wrote down. It's called Tilbury Loving Care. That was filed for cosmetics and makeup and skincare. And like basically every single beauty category ever. Essential oils, hairspray, hair colorants. Yeah, I don't see them coming out with hair dye. Like, is it going to be some sort of Valentine's launch?
I think it might just be a slogan, or it might be a way for her to compile skincare products and put them under an umbrella.
That one kind of sucks. Sorry, guys. Okay, Kosas has two interesting trademarks. The first is Soul Gazer, and that was trademarked for eyeliner. Do they have liners right now? It would be so hard to work. I mean, I don't know what area you'd be working in to come up with these product names, but that would be so hard to have to think of original concepts, like knowing how many different things have been used.
I feel like it could also maybe be a sparkly version of an eyeliner, because I think of Stargazer.
Oh, true. Maybe like colorful with sparkle, different shades. Cool. Comfy Glam for just the entire umbrella of cosmetics. Something about that made me immediately think of concealer, but they already have concealer, obviously. So what are they missing from a product lineup standpoint? Comfy Glam. Do they have illuminating primers? Because like Comfy makes me think it incorporates skincare, but then Glam makes me think of something that's bright, radiant.
It also kind of makes me think of like a cushiony foundation.
Right. Okay. This is so exciting. Sol de Janeiro has filed a word mark, which is this logo, for candles. So we are probably going to be getting candles for their original Boom Boom Cream fragrance. What else do we think?
I feel like they'll probably eventually do it for all.
Just do all of it so that they launch, like every time they come out with a new mist and a lotion or a cream, they will also have a candle accompany that launch. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Okay, let's move on to hair care. There's quite a bit from some of these brands. This is going to be interesting. K18 has filed trademarks for both Air Wash and Water Defense Pre-Wash. So I'm wondering if these are going to somehow go together. Let's start off with Air Wash. What in the world could that be? Because when I think of the word air in hair products, it's usually like an air styling cream or something of that nature. But air wash. Oh my God. What if it was like some sort of spray or something that you put on, kind of like you would a dry shampoo where you're spraying that on your roots and then you either air dry it or blow dry it to like refresh your hair. That would be so cool. Like, not to be used in place of shampoo, because I mean, if they're suggesting that, I'm just going to go ahead and say I wouldn't recommend doing that. But as something that is in place of dry shampoo instead of like a dry powdery spray, something like this, that would be really innovative, and I would be excited to see that from them. Water Defense Pre-Wash. Definitely going to be some sort of pre-wash product that is supposed to help to protect against the chemicals and metals and just gunk in water.
Also worth noting though that they filed that a really long time ago.
Oh, they filed that 5 years ago. So maybe they're not going to be coming out with this anymore. Interesting. I would have been curious to see what product format they would launch a product like that in. Time will tell. Olaplex. Ola Scan. That definitely seems like something that is maybe like some sort of technology to like scan your scalp or scan your hair to see what's going on with it, how healthy it is, what issues you have, what it needs.
It says right here, recorded and downloadable computer software for providing health and beauty related information.
Yeah. It's probably like, oh, it takes, you know, a picture of your scalp and hair and then they recommend Olaplex products to you. It's like the original concept would be cool, but when they're literally only using it to just sell their products, it's like, okay. Pro XO. What could that be?
No idea. It just says for non-medicated hair care preparations, which almost everything says.
Oh, and then RX. What?
Or it's just a pro line. Maybe it's more read as the X is a buy, like a collab. Pro by Olaplex.
That's interesting because their products are technically already professional products in salons. This is so interesting. They filed trademarks for Brow Bond and Brow Plex. So they're definitely going to be coming out with some sort of brow product counterpart to the lash serum that they already came out with. I feel like I've seen several comments from you guys saying that that Olaplex lash serum didn't really do anything for your lashes. So I don't know. I'm not super excited about that. Pollution Protection Index, PPI. That makes me think it's going to be either a pre-wash product similar to what we were talking about with the K18 Water Defense Pre-Wash, where it's going to help to get rid of buildup and pollutants. And last for Olaplex is Bond Shaper. I feel like that's definitely going to be a leave-in product. And I'm trying to think of all of their leave-ins right now. They have the No. 6 styling cream, the No. 7 oil, the No. 9 serum. I did not love that. So probably some sort of like styling gel or pomade or something that helps to like maintain the shape of your hair. Okay. Let's move on to Shark. The first trademark is True Hold for hair curl clips, curlers, non-electric curlers. Are they going to come out with a heatless curler? That seems kind of strange for Shark. It seems weird for them to file something in the non-electric curler category, given that their entire brand is based on electricity.
Or maybe it really will just be hair curl clips to be an add-on.
Oh, that's probably what it is. Some sort of clip or something to make the styling process with their tools easier to give you better results. Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, okay, Color Wow. This one's really interesting to me. I don't know why. They're like interesting to watch as a brand. So the first trademark that they filed is for Money Mist.
I think they're going to expand that into a whole line with their money mask.
Oh, they do have that money mask. It has that shiny blue packaging. So it'll probably be an entire money line. The mist will probably be some sort of leave-in styling product. Okay. L'Oreal. Again, this could be for any of their hair care brands. But first, Hydra Power Mask and All Soft Hydra Power Mask. Well, Redken has an All Soft line. So if they didn't have All Soft as a separate one, I wouldn't have guessed that this would go with Redken. Hydra Power sounds something more like L'Oreal Everpure or Elvive with the way that's worded. Instacure for hair care preparations. Isn't there like an Instacure nail thing? Like Sally Hansen? That's what I think of. And then also Instacure Build a Bond. So is there going to be some new bonding line that they launch? I wonder what brand that would fall under. Maybe L'Oreal Elvive? Because that wouldn't be for Everpure because they've already got the bonding range, which I love so much. Well, It could be for the L'Oreal Professional, but again, I feel like Insecure kind of sounds more drugstore-like than something high-end, because another one they filed is Vitamino Color, and Vitamino is part of their professional line, and I feel like they have really like fancy-sounding words associated with that professional line, like Vitamino.
Oh, you know who else they own? Kosas, Matrix, and Pureology.
Oh.
Plus Redken.
For Insecure, I don't see that being Redken. They've already got their acidic bonding. Kosas, maybe, but no. Because Kosas also has like the really fancy sounding products like Chronologiste, and so definitely not them. If Pureology came out with that, I would simply pass away. Oh my goodness. We'll see. Miracle Curl Reviver. What L'Oreal brand has Miracle in the title? Because when I think of Miracle, I think of Pantene, but L'Oreal does not own Pantene. But Curl Reviver, products like that are cool because it's like something you can spray in your hair to revive your style, if that's what it is. But maybe it's for like actual curly hair. All right, you guys, those are all of the trademarks that I had for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed this video and you had fun just kind of walking through it with me. I personally think things like this are so fun to look into, and the fact that this is just public information is pretty crazy. Let us know in the comments below if you have a good guess as to what any of these trademarks means, especially if it's different from what I guessed. And let me know in the comments if you would like to see this as an annual video. I think it would be so fun to just look at this every year, and maybe we could look at the previous year to see what actually came out from these trademarks. Other than that, you guys know the drill. Please don't forget to give this a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, click on that notification bell, and send my channel to a friend. Thank you so much for your support in doing those things. It truly means the world. Thank you for watching my videos. I love the freaking heck out of you guys. Make sure to stay tuned for my next one because that will be up in a few days. But until then, I hope you have a great few days.